Tell you that Wendy Koopa's a fucking bitch. But man, there's my boy Roy. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh shit, we're on. Hey, we're on. We're on. We don't got time for reading comics. What page were we on? We'll worry about that later. Welcome to your level sucks. Welcome to your anniversary sucks, specifically. Today is a very special day in Gatorbox history. Anyways, today is September 13th, 2020. I know by the time this goes on YouTube, it'll be a little bit past that. It'll probably be a little bit after Halloween. We're still waiting for Your Level Sucks 2, the season, to run its course before we inundate people with, you know, this marathon, because it's going to be uploaded into chunks. We are celebrating a very special anniversary. And if you don't want to do the math, that's okay. Just look over to the side over there. This fantastic layout that Dr. Ocelot made for us. They've done a real bang-up job. We're celebrating 5 years of Your Level Sucks. It's half a fucking decade. My God. So, September 13th, 2015 is the day that the very first episode of the very first season of this show went live on YouTube, and I really did not... I can't blink this enough times. Tabitha, I can't blink it enough times. I got this. I got the... You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We're running low on bits anyways. It's about time that we empty this motherfucker out so we can start over again. I'll tell you what I'll do. We're gonna do the inverse of the bit jar. Thank you for the 30,000 Twitch pennies. Just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop the back of that off real quick. No one has to see that prop. I'm gonna do this. I've both always wanted to do this and I've dreaded this. I'm gonna be picking those up forever. So, we are gathered here today to celebrate the life of Your Level Sucks, a show that I posted 5 years ago on YouTube, as you can see right above my head, September 13th, 2015. It's been 5 years since the very first episode, and I'm not gonna say that the show is anywhere close to being famous or popular or even remotely notable, but it is the most successful thing that we've produced on Gatorbox by a long shot. So it's helped to build a community around this channel. So I figured we need to you know, do a 5-year anniversary thing. I know that we just wound down season 2 of the show on YouTube literally just a few months ago, and we kind of had a big season finale for that. But as I've jokingly said multiple times, I'm not in charge of time, so I you know, the fact that 3 months after we end the series we have our 5-year anniversary, I can't really help that. So that's why we're doing another special right now. So today is September 13th, 2020. It's been 5 years since the first episode of Your Level Sucks. The 5 years to the day, and it just so happens this little factoid slipped my memory, and it was completely not intentional when we started this show. But all of this hubbub you hear about the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary and all the, you know, all these, you know, these celebrations and deals and sales that Nintendo's doing. Super Mario Brothers was released for the Famicom in Japan on September 13th, 1985. So not only are we celebrating 5 years of Your Level Sucks, it's also the big man's birthday too. So happy 35th Super Mario Brothers. Without this game, Shigeru, without your game, we wouldn't have a show to produce. And without your or Nintendo's somewhat decent idea to have a game based around designing stages, we certainly wouldn't have a show to produce. But for those of y'all that are new to Your Level Sucks, or maybe you're not super familiar with the history of the show, I'll give you a crash course real quick. On September 11th, 2015, Nintendo released Super Mario Maker for the Wii U. That's all I think of whenever I hear the name Wii U. Sorry. That's... that's it. That's it. For the past, like, 7 years, that's all I've thought about, okay? So they released Super Mario Maker, and it was a novel concept. I mean, people have been making ROM hacks of the NES games and Super Mario World for years, ever since the 90s. But that took a certain level of skill and knowledge of how to use programs, even if things like Lunar Magic and the on-the-fly palette editing capabilities of Nesticle made making janky ROM hacks and stuff incredibly easy to begin with. Still, there was a barrier to entry. Nintendo took a wrecking ball to that barrier and said, "Hey, let's just if you make it if you think you're so goddamn smart." The game is essentially what we got. And yeah, from there, from day one, I was excited for Super Mario Maker because in my head I had this expectation that it was gonna be something fantastic. It was gonna be great. It was gonna be a lot of fun, and there's gonna be all sorts of crazy stages, and it was going to be a big deal. And then I sat down, I played the 10 Mario Challenge stages, the sample courses. I'm like, oh wow, look at that. You can make a block go left and right and have a vine come up out of it and dodge the spikes, and you can make the enemies big. Oh, okay, yeah, this is cool, yeah, whatever. And then what happened is all of the levels sucked. Like, all of them. Like, whenever I would go and play through the 100 Mario Challenge on Super Mario Maker, every single course, with exceedingly few exceptions, was a steaming pile of shit. It was fucking terrible. And you might remember the very first episode, the very first season, the very first level. You guys have quoted it so many times, and you've blamed this poor soul for the hell that's been unleashed that's gone on for 5 years. Root Beer Guy, there's too many things going on here, which was just a course filled with trampolines and items jumping and bouncing off of each other. And as soon as the video starts, I read the level name, too many things going on here, and then it fades to the level and I'm like, oh, fuck you, Root Beer Guy. Fuck you. And that is how I chose to open the series, because that set the tone for the rest of every single episode. We filmed Your Level Sucks Season 1 offline as an offline production and posted it whenever we were able to do that. And then Your Level Sucks 2, as long as some of the specials like what we're doing right now, we turned that into an online show. So you guys got to see some of kind of how we produce it, and when I would take notes and things like that. You kind of got a little bit of insight as to how we made the show. So you get to see, get to peek behind the curtain and see that not every single level we get in Roulette is bad, but many of you have said, have expressed surprise that a staggering majority of them are terrible. Literally, for the past 5 years, all I've had to do on my part is turn the game on, and then the episode makes itself. In today's marathon, we're going to play through some Super Mario Maker 1. We're going to revisit the old school. Then we're going to play some viewer stages that you guys have submitted for Super Mario Maker 1 while I got the Wii U on. The Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. Then we're going to take a break. We're going to take a look at some lost footage, starting off with some outtakes and B-roll, mostly toward the first season, because like I said, we taped that offline, so all of the fuck-ups and slip-ups that you've seen, kind of like what happened now with the bits and the opening that I kind of flubbed and things like that. That all happens live now, so you guys get to see that happen live. There's no point in really kind of making a compilation of that, because that's not never before seen. But we have that. We have 2 lost episodes, 1 from each season of the show. We have the exceedingly long in runtime Secrets of the Art Book, where I make a lot of weird music references, and we go through the art book and check out the secret codes hidden within it for Mario Maker 1. And then we have Your Direct Sucks for Your Level Sucks 2, which is where I was going to take a look at when they did the Nintendo Direct that announced Super Mario Maker 2. I made a top 10 predictions list of things people were going to fuck up in the game because they are dumb. And we were so busy with everything we did at the time. Your Marathon Sucks, all the teasers and trailers, your Invitational Sucks. Your Direct Sucks was the run to the litter, and it just didn't make it out. So I've gone ahead and filmed that, but and you'll see in the video when we get there. But rather than film it as a prediction video, because there's no way I can act surprised. We've done a year's worth of this show, plus what we're doing today. Instead, I still have my original predictions and the original script. So when we do that lost episode, I did it slightly different. Now we're going to see, here are my predictions. Was I right? And then that'll be that. And then, so after the lost footage and bonus content, we're going to segue into Super Mario Maker 2 for the Switch. What this season, this latest season of the show has been based on. And we're gonna run through that until it is closing time for everyone to go out to the places they will be from. I don't know what it is with me and music references, but that's just become part of this show. And then we're gonna roll the credits on Your Level Sucks for now. But for those of y'all just curious before we begin about the future of Your Level Sucks, will there be a Your Level Sucks 3? And to that I say, well, I don't know how you make a sequel to Your Level Sucks, to Super Mario Maker 2, but if there is, I'll put the hat back on, and we'll come back for Your Level Sucks 3. Whatever console it's on, life will find a way. And we will have a Your Level Sucks 3. I said the same thing when people asked if we would come back if they made a Mario Maker 2, and I was like, I don't know how you make a sequel to something that bad, but, hey, they made The Lost World, so, and then we had a year's worth of Your Level Sucks 2. So, so you guys have my word. If there's another game, we'll have another season. If not, we'll probably bring the show back in spirit for, various things. And now, without further to do, we might as well start this show. So let me switch on over to the main layout. And I was working on something right here. I'm very sorry. Give me a sec. Here, you guys look at Miiverse or something. You guys remember this? There's this guy on Miiverse called Nintendo who will not shut the hell up. I don't know what his problem is, but he just won't. Just will not let it go.